This is Jordan Tower with JT News. Make sure you smash that like button, smash that subscribe button. Well, tragedy struck yesterday in New York City. I guess it was a guy that was upset with the NFL because he meant to go to the NFL headquarters in New York City, but he took the wrong elevator and ended up taking some people's lives. So condolences to those people. I think he took his own life. I mean, that's crazy. It's great, man. I don't know. I don't even know what to think about it. We got to hear more about the story, but never an excuse to take innocent people's lives. You know, it's like it's not their fault. It's usually some guy that you can't even get to that did something to you. You know, and you shouldn't even do that because your life is priceless, man. You know, you gotta move forward to the next door and the next door because you never know what's out there for you. You know, like that one roadblock could be leading you to a different kind of success that will make you way more happy. You know, you got to trust the plan. It's hard to. I've had a lot of roadblocks in my life, and I'm sure there's more, you know, but, you know, you got to kind of try to trust the process. It's hard. Here's another guy that has to trust the process, Young Buck, okay? He's out here, so now he's promoting, he says, out here trying to catch this Target Practice EP. Already caught the renovation EP. They run it on all platforms. Link in bio. So this is like his response to 50 Cent saying, I need my money by Monday, right? 50 Cent put out this video yesterday because I think he won another $200,000 from loaning Young Buck $200,000, and then, you know, he needed the $250 for the breach of contract, so that's $450 total coming out of the estate. I don't even know if Young Buck's estate has that much money. They took all of his cars, everything, and assets equal about $1 million. And Young Buck has a lot of legal trouble. So much legal trouble, I don't even know what's going on. And, you know, Young Buck's a good rapper, but it seems like he gets in his own way all the time. He gets in his own head. He takes the wrong advice. And that's why he's kind of in the situation he is, because if he had just stayed down with 50, he would have been just fine. He could say all he wants. Oh, I kept it loyal. I did this. No, you did a lot of other stuff. You got emotional, and emotions and business don't work. And when you start speaking out, F 50, man, F this, F that, that's what ruined your first run at it. Because 50 took it for a few months, and then he was like, you know what? Nah. And then especially when 50 had just loaned him money to pay off his debts at that time. We're talking 2007. This is when 50 played him crying on the radio, right? So then he was kicked out of June. He was lucky to leave, honestly. Lucky to leave and get out of his contract. He was free agent. Couldn't make it on his own and crawled back 4 years later after going to jail one time then. And re-signed with June in 2012 and stayed down, just bowing down to 50 for 5 years. And then 50 chose to get into film and TV. He felt abandoned and then went against 50 again, saying, I wrote for him and this and that. And that was it for 50. That was it for him at that point. So, basically, Young Buck and 50 have been going through it for the past couple of years. Of course, like I said, 50 just won all this money. So now he wants his money by Monday. but you know, it's like, this is what he said right here.
First nigga lost his hairline. How you lose this? It's bad, Buck. It's bad. Live on Sunday. I'm gonna need that money by Monday. I need that.
I need that money. So here's the thing. Young Buck also put out another post acting like, you know, it's one of those inspirational videos, and it says, oh, you know, you figure you give loyalty and you get loyalty back. Bro, you didn't give loyalty. And if you give loyalty, you don't always get it back. It's a cutthroat world, you know? You got to be careful. You can only really trust immediate family, you know? So, I don't know. Anyways, hopefully Young Buck figures it out. I like him as a rapper still. Still got it. It's unfortunate. Drake, he was going on stage. Some girl jumped in front of him, like, and he was like, "What?" It was on tape because he films his him coming out to the stage, and then he's like, "I thought I knew. I thought that was an ex." Here's a girl that got flown out to Turks and Caicos, right? DeAndre Ayton. Okay, I guess he plays for the Lakers. Flew her out. She says, security left me outside in the middle of nowhere in Turks and Caicos because I won't smash. Well, wait, you know what? First of all, DeAndre, you shouldn't be flying girls out to Turks and Caicos unless you guys are in a relationship. Because, like, to fly them out and think they're going to smash that's the end. But also, I feel them. Like, you flew around and, it's like maybe they had established... Maybe they were getting hot and heavy with the texts, and then she pulled back. That's happened to every guy, okay? It's happened to every guy. I once had a girl tell me, I had like a video shoot going on in I lived in a high rise back in like 2010. And she told me, I was like, oh, do you want, somebody to drink or something? I was because she says, I don't like to do that. I said, well, what do you like? And she was like, I like to F. She told me she'd like to screw. So I was like, all right, put your number in my phone. We'll do this another day. We went out for dinner that night. Me, being dumb, took her to Ruth Chris that night. Because I wanted Ruth Chris. I wasn't trying to impress her at all. And I, like an idiot, I ate what I wanted. So I had like the steak and the lobster. I forget what they called it something back then. And she was like, I'll have that too. Stupid me. I shouldn't have ordered. I should have just ordered like a steak or something. And then nothing happened, and I just took the L and dropped her off. She was like, we hung out for a while and then just nothing popped off, So I was just like, yeah, I'm not going to force it. It's like, drop her off, We all take those L's. DeAndre took the L too. I mean, but he should have flown her home. He should have put her in a hotel and flown her home. I mean, you got to make sure somebody gets home, right? So I feel him. He's upset, but like you still got to make sure somebody gets home safe. You flew him out. You get him back safe. She doesn't have to take a private jet back. You flew out in a private jet too, bro. You're crazy. I mean, that's nuts. Taking a flight out there would be fine. First class. You got to fly her out. Private jet, bro. Whoa. It looks like that Funny Mike is having some trouble with his home life. She's outing him publicly. I'm so tired of this stuff. I'm not okay. Haven't been okay for a minute. I'm in the darkest place I've ever been in my entire life. I just want out. This sucked the life out of me. Yeah, she's going on social media talking about it. It's not a good look. Diddy has filed a motion for bail offering $50 million, says he's the only man in America behind bars for hiring professional male escorts. Now, I know you could have your comments in here like, oh, he's did this and did that. They didn't charge him for that. You can only go what they charged him by and what he's guilty of. It's for prostitution, bro. He should be home on $100,000 bail. Like, not $50 million. Tory Lanez could be free August 8th. They're doing the appeal. It says less than 1% of a California appellate case makes this far. That means there must be something in here that's worthy of hearing. So I'm looking forward to hearing that. Ray J's losing it on all these interviews. Talking about family, talking about Brandy, talking about Whitney Houston and how he was in a relationship with her and she passed away. He wasn't there. Ray J, it's sad, man. I'm going to be honest with you. He's still making money and everything, but it's just like a sad situation. He's losing his mind. I don't know what to say. Like, we can get more at that later, but it's crazy. Chris Brown puts up... things still piss me off to this day. I'm going to pray on it. He's talking about Carucci and smashing DeAndre Sanders. It's like... I don't know. I'm sorry. Not DeAndre. That's his daughter, Deandra. Deion Sanders. Legend, But She's, you know what, late 30s. Chris Brown could never keep her after she was done with him, and he's like, you're smashing a 60-year-old. How old is he now? He's in his 60s, right? Almost 60. So he's probably feeling like, what don't I got? 50 Cent reacts to Baby and Braxton divorce. I don't know if this is even true, but they dated for 16 years, married for 30 days, and she filed for divorce. Wants $160 million. He says, what the hell? Now watch a woman gonna say, well, if you went down on him for 16 years, you would want to get paid too. That's crazy. Anyways, hopefully Young Buck figures it out, man. This is Jordan Tower with JT News. Make sure you smash that like button.
This is for the people of Jamaica. Tired of sky-high energy bills from JPS? Take control and gain freedom from the grid with a quality Sun Gold power inverter. Do it yourself. No need for an installer. Just get an electrician to check your wiring. Amazon makes it easy to get a Sun Gold power inverter by handling the import fees at a small fee. This is the brain of your solar setup. Get the panels and the batteries in Jamaica. Start with a small setup and then build over time, adding batteries and panels. In October, I'll be live in Jamaica at my house installing this very inverter and showing you step by step how to get the inverter and all the panels and batteries. Click the link below to get your Sun Gold power inverter today.